Hi there, I'm meteorologist Corey Thompson with this look at your first alert forecast update. Tonight, your zonecast involves a slight chance of a storm. It does look like this would be a bit more likely later on, and a little more likely the farther north you go. Highs will be in the low to mid 70s. Tomorrow, temperatures will be back into the 80s area-wide, but held back a bit by more clouds and more storms. A little bit of southerly breeze and plenty of muggy conditions to go along with it. There's a slight risk for severe weather across almost the entirety of the TV9 viewing area. Includes all of our major cities. Damaging wind would be the primary threat here. Large hail not fully ruled out. You can't totally rule out an isolated tornado either, though that does appear to be very much a secondary threat with this storm. As such, we are calling Saturday a first alert day. It's for that risk of damaging winds. We're also keeping an eye on the potential for heavy rainfall and flash flooding, as both could pose threats to parts of eastern Iowa, especially later in the day into Saturday night. Now, you may be asking, what is a first alert day? This is the first one that we've ever done. It means that significant disruptive weather is expected to affect most of the TV9 viewing area. It is the kind of day where you really need to stay weather aware and be ready to take action to protect yourself in terms of severe thunderstorms or tornadoes, flash flooding, winter storms, dangerous heat and cold, and we're talking about the extremes on those ends, as well as extreme fire danger. This is when you may see the first alert day designation come up. Pinpoint Futurecast shows a quiet evening across eastern Iowa, some scattered clouds moving through, but we watch for late tonight, especially up near the Iowa-Minnesota border, where some new showers and storms may emerge. There could be some isolated development out ahead of that, but it really does look like the storms that develop to our north could affect parts of our northern zones during the morning. Then during the afternoon and evening, no new storm development is still out there, and that's when we could see some of that strong to severe weather across the area. Depending on the organization of these storms is how much of that damaging wind threat materializes. As we go towards Saturday night, watch for new development as this overall area pivots, and it's where that renewed development takes place, where we could see some very hefty rainfall totals as we go through Saturday night. Then we're not totally out of the woods either. Sunday afternoon and evening present another opportunity for redevelopment. And when things are all said and done, we could be talking about, again, very heavy rain, and flash flooding threats could develop in particular. That's why a flood watch is in effect for the area highlighted in green. It includes most areas along and south of Highway 20, as well as up towards southwest Wisconsin. It's this same area that has the possibility of measuring rainfall totals between now and early next week in several inches. We could be talking about 3, 4, 5 inches for the areas that see those repeated rounds of thunderstorms. Of course, the exact placement of those is a little difficult to pin down with exact certainty, but it is a high possibility at this point. In fact, the Weather Prediction Center, one of the National Weather Service organizations, has placed a moderate risk for flash flooding here on Saturday. Similar area for Sunday. Moderate risk is the second highest level on the scale. It's not often that we see those around here, and so we really do want you to pay attention this weekend as we go through it. Temperatures will turn cooler, though, early next week, so a little bit of relief in that way. Mugginess will not fully leave, though. In fact, by later next week, temperatures climb again, and so do dew points. Stay with us throughout the weekend here on KCRG.com, KCRG TV9, and the KCRG First Alert Weather app. We'll keep you informed.